Hi everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. It's another pub quiz night here on Facebook and I'm very excited to bring you another pub quiz night. As always, we'll be waiting for people to join in live, so if you are watching a repeat of this broadcast, you can skip ahead about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be starting with the first round. And as always, we have more announcements to discuss. The Big Quiz Night In as a brand is growing by the day, so I have more exciting things to talk about. Some things have been shared already, but some things have not, and Patreons will already have a head start as to what some of these things are. Most excited to talk to you about these things tonight. And we've also got the return of the pizza draw once again. The King's Head and Bell, where this quiz would normally be at, has given us another free pizza to give away. All you needed to do was like the pizza post, which I shared in the top fan group. And if you did that, that told me you wanted to be in the draw. Your name is now in a hat, ready to be drawn by my daughter in a little bit. And yeah, she's very excited, ready to come in and draw another winner of that free pizza from the King's Head and Bells takeaway. Obviously, the quiz night there would normally be £1 a person to enter, but this is a completely free video for you to watch along live or watch along as a repeat. Again, that's no problem at all. However, we do have nominated charities. If you could spare any change at all as a thank you for what I'm providing you with here, then please do give to Secret Santa 365. That's our nominated charity for Thursdays. We do have a separate one for our Sunday quiz nights, where we do another 3 quiz rounds again on a live video. But tonight it's all about Secret Santa 365. It's an optional thing, but if you could donate, that would be much appreciated. And secondly, following on from that, if you want to go that bit further and support me, there is, of course, as I mentioned, there's my Patreon there. Alternatively, you can buy me a virtual beer on buymeacoffee.com. It's at BigQuizNightIn on both of those things. I'll talk a little bit more about those as we go. For now, though, I will do my usual of sharing the link, and I hope you can too. Please do share this quiz, share this video. Try not to share it with the watch party, though. If you do share it as a watch party, what will happen is people can watch it, they're fine, but their comments won't be shown to me at all, or to you. And also, I won't know they're watching. It won't be counted as a view. So just share the link however you can, but try and avoid sharing it as a watch party. That would be appreciated. I've now shared the link out there to all the usual places I like to share it. So that's fine, that's all gone out. Yep. So you may also notice behind me, there's a slightly different backdrop. I've got lots of great prizes here. Thanks to Magic Peter, a kids entertainer from Oxfordshire, and he's a regular as well. When you hear me talk about Pete and Jenny, that's them, and they have kindly provided loads of prizes from his stash of magic tricks. And there's a post on the main page right now where you can enter to win these prizes. I will go into more details soon as to what they are in more detail if you haven't seen it already, but please do make sure you are following this page, the Big Quiz Night In. You need to be following this page, not just so you can enter that particular competition, but also so that you can get all the updates for everything that's happening with this quiz night, because things are going to be changing and moving forward at a rapid pace over the next few days, weeks, and I guess into months, because the lockdown in the UK is slowly being reduced starting July 4th. So I can't confirm yet exactly how that's going to change everything here, because I'm not 100% sure yet either. But things will gradually start to change. But one thing that will remain the same is that I will continue to do at least one weekly live quiz night like you're watching here. Even once things fully back to normal, I want to carry on doing this because I've built up quite a brand here and a following that I really care about. So with that said, let me get into the comments and see who's here tonight already and what we're drinking. Please do, as always, let me know. It's a pub quiz night. Are you having a drink tonight? I am on Beer 52 provided beer. A new delivery came in today. Siren Lumina. It's a session IPA. Not bad. Not bad. A little bit fruity. Right, let's have a look at some of these comments then. Let me go down to the post and see what people are saying. Let me know how you're getting on, guys. Hope you're all doing well. It's an absolute scorcher today. An absolute scorcher. Such a hot day. here in Oxfordshire for me, and I presume from most of you watching, because I know most of you that watch are local to where the quiz is. So let's see. All right, I'm just in the comments now, because you know I can't see them on my phone because the Facebook app is rubbish. Evening to Andy, good evening to Mags, evening to Charlie, Antonia Marbella, good evening. Selena's here. Selena works for Sophia, our other nominated charity. Good evening to Bill. Just the two dogs tonight, barking dogs, welcome. Kevin says hi to all. Hello to Kevin. Paddy says good evening. Good evening to you. If anybody's watching this and you're new to the quiz, thank you for coming along. Do stick around. We do 3 quiz rounds throughout the evening. About an hour and a half's worth of quiz night you've got here. Every Thursday, every Sunday. It's all for good fun. You don't have to submit your answers to me. But before we start the quiz, I will tell you the rules of each of the 3 rounds. It's very straightforward. It's a very laid-back community kind of approach to this quiz night. It's not serious at all. It's just for fun and we have a laugh, okay? Tad's here. Good evening, Tad. Hello to George as well. George, I'm so sorry you couldn't join in with the Patreon quiz night on Tuesday. But you will be in from the 1st of July. So don't you worry, mate. You'll be at the next one. It'll be fun. But I'm sure you might have heard from some of your other friends from how it went previously. If you haven't, do ask them because it was good fun. Mag says she's on the whiskey and coke. Nice. James is here. James Bailey, who is chief sharer. Absolutely brilliant. All the stuff you share from my page is much appreciated, James. I do hope you get a top fan badge soon. Totally deserve it. James Bell says yo to James Bell. Andy's on the cup of tea. Oh, how can you drink a hot drink in this weather? Fair play. I mean, I don't really like it myself, but I mean, that's crazy. Speaking of heat, Amy is on from Phoenix, Arizona. How the devil are you? She needs to get some fizzy water. Well, each to their own. I bet it's not as hot here as it is over there, but today it was 34 degrees at its highest, I think. It was just insane, and it still feels like it now. Finally, got a mango sour, Charlie says. So you managed to make it to this one on time, but you were late for the Patreon show, weren't you? Oh dear. Drinking Diet Coke, James says, and eating wine gums. Living the dream, mate. Love it. George says, no problem, there's next month. You're quite right. Yes, and the next one won't have the Facebook delays that we had last time. Silly old Facebook. I love it and hate it. I really do. Para Nurse is here. Welcome, Anna. Without PPE, been in it all day. I'm so damn hot. You know what, Anna? I saw your post earlier. I really feel for you. Yeah, I would not like to have been a key worker today wearing PPE all day in this heat. Just mental. So fair play to you. You guys deserve a medal. Tracy says, hi everyone. Chardonnay chilling for me. Other half is on the scrumpy. Nice. James says, how did the Patreon quiz go on Tuesday? I can't attend, not being a top fan. Well, it's not just top fan, mate. You can be a Patreon, and it's only Patreons that were invited. So Patreon quiz night I do once a month. We had the first one on Tuesday. We did a special quiz where I split everybody into 2 teams and I played them off against each other. We did Family Fortunes for one game, and we then did Pointless for another game. And so question-wise, it was a lot of fun. The problem we had was when I went live through the private Patreon group, which is not the Top Fan group, it's something separate, only for Top Fan Plus and above. If you look at my Patreon tiers, it's only for them. When I went live with that, there was a delay in my video. So to begin with, at least, there was a problem with the delay in the comments versus what I was saying in the video, and you know, Facebook is horrible. But we're not going to do it next time. What we're going to do next time is I'm going to use Google Meet instead. So we'll all be on video talking to each other and having a face-to-face quiz night, which will be nice. We're going to do that. Owen says, which way do you have your phone orientated in landscape? I can't see the comments, but in portrait I can. Oh, I'm going to try twisting my phone into portrait. Like, it's in landscape now. Let me see what happens. No, it doesn't do anything. Oh, rotate your device. You can't turn while you're live. There we go. That might be what it is. Maybe they've stopped doing it, doing comments. But I always have it landscape because I want you to be able to see everything behind me. And I think because some people would like to cast it to their tellies into wider screens while they write their answers down on other devices, perhaps. So I just like to have it in landscape.
Click the top right.
Huh?
Click click the top right, and there's a chart, and you can opt to have comments if you're on Manscaped, because that's what I've just done.
Click the top right.
Yeah, in the top right, there's a little comments button.
No, not on this one. There's not.
No, not on yours, but on mine. You click the top right, and
No.
there's an option to have.
There's an option to write comments, and I can change the frame. No, there isn't.
No, but here, look. Excuse me. Look here, up here. There's buttons, and there's a little thing with that.
Oh yeah, that's only if you're watching. Sorry, my wife's trying to help me work out why I don't get comments anymore. But I think it's different for people who are live versus people watching live, because I don't have those options.
Yeah, for watching live, you should be able.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can see the comments in the separate window I've got open on my Chromebook anyway. But anyway, the Patreon quiz went well. It was fun. Yeah, we did those 2 rounds. We had 11 people attending, so we had 6 on one team and 5 on the other. And both teams won a game each, which meant I decided instead of doing a tiebreaker, I gave them all a little quiz as a reward. So through July, when I share my little quizzes, which I do on Twitter, I record them on Limor and they share in the Top Fan Facebook group. So anybody can access them if you follow me on Twitter. Anybody can access them through there. Or on Limor, of course, where I record it. They'll all get their own subject for a little quiz each, 1 per day, throughout July. So congratulations to all the Patreons that joined in, and well done for winning. Blackpool Bar Stewards are here. Welcome. Does it stream live on YouTube or just Facebook? Paddy, it is just Facebook, but I do have a YouTube channel where you can watch the repeats whenever you want. So this is episode 28. 28. So everything from episode 3 onwards is on YouTube, because the first 2 episodes I was very much finding my feet and I didn't put them on YouTube. You can watch them here if you wanted to. They're all fun to rewatch in terms of quizzes. There's plenty of questions and things to keep you occupied if you want to pass the time. But live, it'll only be on Facebook for now. In months to come, when I've got better technology to run all this, then I will do both, I think, in the future. But that's a way off yet. So no, just Facebook. Currently 38 degrees at noon in Phoenix, Arizona. Charlie says, going back to that earlier comment, leave it out, I was very tired. It's all right, I'm glad you made it, don't worry. And only 9% humidity. So it feels like a lot more than that here. Welcome to Half a Dozen. Welcome to Diva. Welcome to Liz. Thank you for joining. Keith is here too. Keith is going to do a poll on who do you want to win tonight, Chelsea or Man City. If Chelsea win, Liverpool win the title, football can then finish. Yeah, I think we all want that to happen, because the sooner football finishes, the less likely our players are to get COVID-19 and to spread it to their families and to all the staff and the people that are working at the stadiums keeping it running. It's ludicrous. I'm a big Spurs fan. I love football and I've really missed it, but I really didn't want them to go back at all. So yeah, the sooner it's over, the better. But you know they'll finish the season because money, right? Yeah, a lot of you saying you can see the comments. I've looked this up as best I can. It seems that there is a problem every now and then for certain versions of the Facebook app when you are the live broadcaster, that sometimes they just disappear. And even reinstalling the app or doing all kinds of techie things I've done, it still doesn't work. It's just Facebook. So yeah, when I've got a better computer, better laptop, then I will go live on that instead, and then it'll be a whole different story. Not below fun, hella fun. I'm not sure what you mean there, I missed it. There's loads of comments coming in. Good evening to June, good evening to George, real friends have arrived. Blackpool Bar Stewards are both here now. Hi Anna, hope you've cooled off now. Yes, absolutely. I hope she has too. Alright, so we've just gone 8 o'clock. We've got about 50 or so people watching. The first thing we need to do before we start the quiz is to do our pizza draw. So for those of you in the Top Fan group, you had to like the post. And if you like that post by Wednesday at midnight, because I posted it on Monday in the end, if you like that post by Wednesday at midnight, then you were in the draw for a free pizza from the King's Head and Bell in Abingdon, where my quiz nights normally would be. And their takeaway service has been open and running well. Beautiful pizzas in particular, and they've given us 1 free pizza to give away per week. So without further ado, here's all your names in my Star Wars cap, just to prove it to you. They're all in there, and my daughter's going to come and do the draw like she did the last few weeks. Here she is. Here's Abby. Everybody say hello to Abby. Give please do hit the like button and give lots of love please to Abby. Welcome to Let's Get Quizzical as well. Good evening. Right, so let's see. Now remember, if you're a Patreon, you get your name in the hat twice, but you still had to like the post. Okay, so I'm giving them a good mix around. Let's see Have you said what you're drinking yet?
No.
What were you drinking?
I'm drinking a really yummy chocolate milkshake drink.
A chocolate milkshake drink, because you can't have hot chocolate in this heat, can you?
No.
No.
It's too hot.
Too hot. Right, don't look. Take your name out of the hat.
I'm looking at the boxes that magic.
I know, you want them too, don't you?
Yeah.
Who's won this week?
Junior Montero.
Junior Montero, there we go, from half a dozen. You have won yourself the pizza for this week. Congratulations, I hope you enjoy it. There we go. There is another draw completed. Next week we will have another pizza draw, and also we'll be doing the draw for all the magic stuff. So you're going to be seeing a load of Abby next week, because that means she'll have 4 different names to draw from 2 different hats.
Probably going to be a ton more names to cut out.
Yes.
Ton more.
Give some love to Abby, because she's the one that cuts all these names out, folds them all up and pops them in the hat for me every week as well. So
I'm
you
going
did
to
a
have
great job.
a ton more to cut out.
You're going to have loads, I hope, to cut out, yeah, but I'll help you, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise I'll be there all day. I'm going to have to start in the morning folding them and cutting them. I'm not excited for that. I don't want to do that.
Say goodbye to everybody then.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Okay, alright, take care, darling. I'll see you in a bit. Mwah. Alright, love you.
Extra fun today.
Yeah?
Tonight, I mean.
Extra fun tonight.
Extra fun. Extra
Okay.
fun. Double the fun.
Good job. There we go, everybody. Alright, last few comments then before we start. So we've done the pizza draw, Magic Pizza competition. Make sure you like the post. So yay, more Abby, thank you. Well done, Diva. Abby's a natural, Jason says. Yes, I will read her comments. I'll catch up with her tomorrow, because she'll be going to bed probably just after the quiz. So I'll read her the lovely comments in the morning to let her know what you've all said. She's very excited. So with that said then, where are we up to now? 60 people. Right, we're almost ready to start then, guys. We are almost ready. Oh, she's adorable. Yeah, well, she is for you guys, eh? Social quiz distancing are here, everybody. What a great helper. Yes, she is. So yes, make sure you like that competition post for next week. You need to follow the page, the Big Quiz Night In. You need to like the post as well. If you wanted to, if you could tag and share, tag people in it that might also be interested in this, because the way I see it, if you as pub quiz goers probably aren't interested in a magic set yourself that's aimed for children, but your children might, and if you don't have children, you might know somebody who does have children who then would love to have this as a gift, and there are 3 different prizes there. The other thing is, I wondered, along with my wife, we were thinking maybe Secret Santa would be interested in this. So if they enter, or if somebody wins it who doesn't know who to donate it to, but wants to enter anyway, you could offer to donate it to Secret Santa 365, and they could easily find a home for it as well. Speaking of which, I'll share the link to them in a minute. Now, you may notice I've also changed the logo up here. Regular viewers will know. I've changed the logo because that is part of a big announcement I have for you all, which I'm just going to share the link for the charity first, and then I will tell you. And the round we're going to do first is TV and films. TV and films is going to be round number 1. If you didn't see the announcements earlier on because you're not a top fan or a Patreon member, TV and films is going to be round number 1. Then we're going to do a general knowledge potluck round. Then we're going to do family fortunes, our survey says, style round. And then I'll share a picture round. I always share a picture round. There's a link, by the way, for the charity if you want to donate. I always share the picture rounds afterwards. So after every quiz, if you look in the photo albums of this page, there will be lots of picture rounds there you can do in your own time. So I'll share another one afterwards. So that link there, that picture there is my new logo for my merchandise. Okay, I have set up a merchandise store online where you can get that picture with the Big Quiz Night In tagline on pretty much anything you like. T-shirts, hoodies, bags, caps, everything, okay? And you can take your pick of what you like. The store itself is free to set up. I haven't spent out on it or anything like that. I'm just setting this all up for the future, but it's there if you wanted to use it. The link will go live tomorrow. Patreon's had early access, so some of them may have already seen it today. But tomorrow at about 11 o'clock, the link will be shared on the Facebook page, and you can have a look at the kind of merch you can get if you really love the quiz and want to support it that much more. I don't make much from it really, but it's just a bit of fun for you guys. What I am excited to tell you really about that is you can get your own beer mats there with that branding on. If you buy a set of beer mats, all the profits I make from that will go straight to Secret Santa 365 and to Sophia, our Sunday charity as well. I'm going to split the profits from that because I figured beer mats, pub quizzes, they're coasters really, but I like to say beer mats. If you buy them, it kind of fits with the pub quiz quite nicely. You've got something to put your beer on while you're watching the quiz. If you buy those, you get a set of 4, and the profits I make from that will all go to Secret Santa 365 and to Sophia. I'll split it up every month, however many I sell, and that will continue for the foreseeable future while we're supporting these charities. So there you go. The link will be live tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. So TV and films then is round number 1. All you need to do is write down the answers, however you choose. Write down the answers. Don't put them in the comments. When we've gone through the quiz, we'll do the repeats. If you want any repeats, let me know. Andy, thank you for donating. There was a little quiz today, Tracy. And you probably heard me say what the rounds are already now, but there was a little quiz today. So yes, don't put the answer in the comments, make a note of them yourself. At the end of the round, we'll do any repeats you like, and then I'll go through the answers. You mark your own answers and post your scores in the comments, okay? With your team name if you've got one. No worries if not. And you don't have to share your team score either if you really don't want to. It's just for fun. We'll celebrate with those who do well and we'll commiserate with those who don't. But remember, it's just for fun. So here we go with question number 1 then. Sometimes they are more UK centric. I know we've got an international audience, but here we go with question number 1. What is the name of the best known local pub in Walford? In our TV and films round, what is the name of the best known local pub in Walford? That's question number 1. Yes, Tracy, the little quiz today was about sport. It was a sport little quiz round, so do check the Top Fan group because I definitely shared it. You didn't see it either? No. I know I shared it. How strange. Alright, I'll have to go back and share it again. That's very confusing. I'll have to see what that's all about. Alright, thanks for that. That might explain why I didn't get quite the responses that I normally do with them. Okay. No, Sarah didn't see it either. Okay. Maybe there's something went wrong there when I went to share it. But it is a sport one. Question number 2, in TV and films, which hit single by Inner Circle is also the title of a film starring Will Smith? Which hit single by Inner Circle is also the title of a film starring Will Smith? That is question number 2. I'm gonna have a look into that, aren't I? Why wouldn't that have been shared, I wonder? Maybe I didn't share it. Maybe I thought I did and I just didn't. I don't want to blame Facebook for it this time. Maybe it was my fault. I'll check it as we go. Question number 3. Yeah, it might be the heat. Yeah, I might just be confused, June. Wouldn't be surprised. It's been a busy day. Question 3 is for 3 points. 1 point for each correct answer. Put these actresses into the correct order with the most Oscar nominations first. Renee Zellweger, Emma Stone, and Kate Blanchett. Put these actresses into the correct order with the most Oscar nominations first. Renee Zellweger, Emma Stone, Kate Blanchett. Jenny says, I didn't see it, but I'm not a top fan. Yeah, Martin, it must be a glitch in the Matrix. I agree. That's probably the reason. Speaking of those top fans, though, the top fan badges again have... Oh, I just had a little cut out there on my Wi-Fi. Which seems to be fine now. Yeah, so because the top fan badges have been removed by Facebook, that normally means they're about to reallocate the new top fan badges, because you do get them taken away. Question number 4 now. Question 4. Tom Hanks has played Professor Robert Langdon on film in which 3 movies? Another 3 points there. Tom Hanks has played Professor Robert Langdon on film in which 3 movies? 1 point for each. You're frozen, Anna says. Well, I think you may have sent that when it did come up on my side and said it was trying to reconnect. So hopefully things are fine now. You know, I can repeat questions at the end, it's fine. We don't normally get these problems, but that might be the heat. Question 5. Which car brand advertised the ultimate driving machine on TV? Which car brand advertised the ultimate driving machine on TV? Maybe it knows don't like sport. Yeah, I don't do them very often, do I? Maybe that is it. No, I'm going to go there now in between questions and just check what's going on there. Yeah, I definitely shared it on Twitter for what it's worth. I know not everybody has Twitter. Let me just go there now and have a look. No, you're right, it's not there. Oh well, you'll have that to look forward to when you leave here as well, for those in the Top Fan group. If not, get on Twitter at BigQuizNightIn while you wait to get your Top Fan badges. Question 6 is for 5 points. What? 5 points for question 6. Which 5 qualities describe the Addams Family according to the first verse of their theme tune? Which 5 qualities describe the Addams Family in the first verse of the theme tune? 1 point for each correct word. Lorna says, was just going to say maybe Facebook doesn't like sport either. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that on such a hot night. Talking to Liz. Oh, I've missed that comment now. Missed number 5. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll do the repeats at the end, so just let me know what you missed out on. So yeah, that question 6 is for 5 points. Question 7. Which TV character has featured in the most episodes of EastEnders? Which TV character has featured in the most episodes of EastEnders? This is, by the way, an up-to-date quiz round. Sometimes I do use older quiz rounds from the archives, but this is an up-to-date quiz round. It's only about a week old, this one. So it's up-to-date and accurate. Yeah, that's fine. I can repeat questions 4 and 5 at the end. No problem there. Question number 8. Which 3 songs from Dirty Dancing entered the UK singles chart after the film was released in 1987? Which 3 songs from Dirty Dancing entered the UK singles charts after the film was released in 1987? 1 point for each. Here we go, look. I'm going to put it in there, the Top Fan group now. That should be it. Is that going to be the right one? No, that's not the right one. Alright, I'll come back to that. Alright, your next question then. Question number 9. Which movie came first, Guardians of the Galaxy or Man of Steel? Which movie came first, Guardians of the Galaxy or Man of Steel? Yes, Keith, that's no problem. Always happy to do repeats, especially if you get a missed them due to connection problems, that's fine. So yeah, question 9, which came first, Guardians of the Galaxy or Man of Steel in terms of the movies? Question number 10 now, question 10 for 3 points. In which American TV series can you meet Dwight Schrute, Earl Hickey and Professor Proton? 1 point for each. 3 different shows. In which American TV series could you meet Dwight Schrute, Earl Hickey, or Scrute, I think it's Scrute, Dwight Schrute, Earl Hickey, and Professor Proton? 1 point for each. Yeah, do you know what? I don't think I shared the little quiz either of the places I normally do. I didn't share it on Twitter either. Or it just didn't send. I don't know. How frustrating. Alright. Well, that'll be something to do afterwards then. Oh, never mind. I told you it's a busy day. Busy day for my work as well. In this heat too. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as anybody out and about in PPE, but still. Busy day. Alright, question 11. In Disney's Aladdin, what are the names of the princess, the Grand Vizier of Agrabah, and Aladdin's pet monkey? In Disney's Aladdin, what are the names of the princess, the Grand Vizier of Agrabah, and Aladdin's pet monkey? 1 point for each. Two points for your next question then. Question number 12. Joey Tribbiani played which hospital doctor in which US hospital drama? Joey Tribbiani played which hospital doctor in which US hospital drama? For 2 points. As always, 1 point for each correct answer. Okay. Next question then. Question 13. Who is the youngest actor ever to have played the Doctor in Doctor Who? Who is the youngest actor ever to have played the Doctor in Doctor Who? Alright, question 14 now for 3 more points. Question 14. Which green-skinned characters were played on film by Mike Myers, by Zoe Saldana, and by Billy Crystal? Which green-skinned characters were played on film by Mike Myers, by Zoe Saldana, and by Billy Crystal? 1 point for each. 3 different green-skinned characters from 3 different franchises. Tracy says, I had to spend 2 hours at work watching kids play in the paddling pool. It was a tough shift. Yeah, we recently got a, I won't say paddling pool because it's one of those deep ones. It's something that we can all go in. It's only like maybe 2 foot deep at most, maybe. But yeah, I really wish we had it up for today. Oh, so hot. Ridiculous. Okay, your final question then. Question 15 for 3 final points for this round, and then let me know the repeats. I'll do 4 to 7, okay? But let me know if there's any others. Question 15. In which movies does Mel Gibson first play LA cop Martin Riggs, Scottish knight Sir William Wallace, and a Rhode Island rooster named Rocky? In which movies does Mel Gibson first play LA cop Martin Riggs, Scottish knight Sir William Wallace, and a Rhode Island rooster named Rocky? 1 point for each. So I'll give you a moment to think about that, but I'll repeat 4 through 7 now for you, and then you can let me know if you have any other repeats you need. Just checking those comments before I start. Okay, so number 4, to go over these questions again for you. Question 4. Tom Hanks has played Professor Robert Langdon on film in which 3 movies? Tom Hanks has played Professor Robert Langdon on film in which 3 movies? Question 5 again. Which car brand advertised the ultimate driving machine on TV? Which car brand advertised the ultimate driving machine on TV? Okay, June, I'll go back and do 3 as well. That's fine. I'll do that in a moment. Question 6. Which 5 qualities describe the Addams Family in the first verse of the theme tune? So again, 1 point for each, 5 points for that one. Question 7 was which TV character has featured in the most episodes of EastEnders? Question 3 was put these actresses into the correct order with the most Oscar nominations first. Renee Zellweger, Emma Stone, Kate Blanchett. Any more repeats? Do let me know. This will be your last chance to hear repeats, and then I'm going to go through the answers. Give you 1 more minute to think about those. Okay, I'm going to go through the answers then, guys. I don't think I'm seeing any more. Okay, so here we go with the answers then. You get... Oh, okay, it always happens. Questions 10 and 11. Okay, no problem. 10 was in which American TV series could you meet Dwight Schrute, Earl Hickey, and Professor Proton? That's 3 different shows, 1 point for each. And yes, it's out of 34 points. Thank you, Sarah. Question 11 again in Disney's Aladdin. What are the names of the princess, the Grand Vizier of Agrabah, and Aladdin's pet monkey? Okay, question number 1 then. Here we go with the answers. What is the name of the best known local pub in Watford? Oh, sorry, in Walford, not Watford. Walford. It is the Queen Vic or the Queen Victoria. Question 2, which hit single by Inner Circle is also the title of a film starring Will Smith? It is Bad Boys. Question 3, put these actresses into the correct order with the most Oscar nominations first. The 3 I gave you were Renee Zellweger, Emma Stone, and Kate Blanchett. In the correct order, most Oscar nominations first, Kate Blanchett, she's got 6. Renee Zellweger has 4, and then Emma Stone with 3. So 1 point for each in the correct order. Question 4, Tom Hanks has played Robert Langdon on film in which 3 movies? It was The Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno. Question 5, which car brand advertised the ultimate driving machine on TV? It is BMW. Question 5, which 5 qualities describe the Addams Family in the first verse of the theme tune? They are creepy, kooky, mysterious and spooky, and altogether ooky, the Addams Family. So creepy, kooky, mysterious, spooky, and ooky. Whatever that means. Question 7, which TV character has featured in the most episodes of EastEnders? That is Ian Beale. Question 8, which 3 songs from Dirty Dancing entered the UK singles chart after the film was released in 1987? The song I've Had the Time of My Life, She's Like the Wind, and the third one was Hey Baby, because DJ Otzi covered it. And it was, of course, the original on the soundtrack to Dirty Dancing, so it counts as well for 3 points. Question number 9. Which film came first, Guardians of the Galaxy or Man of Steel? It was Man of Steel. 2013 to 2014, it's Guardians of the Galaxy, so Man of Steel came first. Question 10. In which American TV series could you meet Dwight Schrute, Earl Hickey, and Professor Proton? It is The Office, the US Office, My Name is Earl, and Big Bang Theory for 3 points. Okay, your next question then is, where do we get to? Question 11 now. In Disney's Aladdin, what are the names of the Princess and Grand Vizier of Agrabah and Aladdin's pet monkey? So it is Princess Jasmine, Grand Vizier of Agrabah is Jafar, and Aladdin's pet monkey is called Abu. Question 12. Joey Tribbiani played which hospital doctor in which US hospital drama? He played, this is of course from Friends, He played Dr. Drake Ramore in Days of Our Lives. 1 point for each. Question 13. Who is the youngest actor ever to have played the Doctor in Doctor Who? It is Matt Smith. He was just 26 when he first became the Doctor. Question 14. Which green-skinned characters were played on film by Mike Myers and Zoe Saldana and by Billy Crystal? Mike Myers played Shrek. Zoe Saldana was Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy. And Billy Crystal voiced Mike Wazowski in Monsters, Inc. And its various spin-offs and other bits and pieces. Yeah, so Monsters, Inc. Question 15. The 3 Mel Gibson movies. Firstly, where he played the LA cop Martin Riggs, that was Lethal Weapon. Where he played Sir William Wallace, that was Braveheart. And Rhode Island Rooster named Rocky in Chicken Run, which was that one made by Aardman Animations, the people behind Wallace and Gromit. And apparently, recently announced, there's a sequel to Chicken Run being made. Apparently. That's quite cool. It's been a while, but hey, look forward to that. So let me know, how well did you do with that first round? It's out of 34 points. Thank you, Sarah, for tallying that up for me. We do sometimes have it tallied up here anyway, but it's good to know somebody else is checking. Lorna says, love Monsters, Inc. Yeah, we love Monsters, Inc. here as well. Actually, Monsters University, the sequel they did, was really good too, surprisingly. I wasn't knowing what to expect going into that, but actually I did a good job with it. Kevin says, oops, 12 points. Don't worry, there's always another round. George says, 32 points for Cell Marketeers. Great team effort. Ouch, 19 for Quizdle Tips. Jacqueline Diva there, you've got 12 points. Scores are scrolling up too fast for me. Chicken Run was 20 years ago. I know, right? And they're finally making a sequel. Mel Gibson has been sacked from the Chicken Run sequel. Has he? That doesn't surprise me. He's had a bit of a turbulent career. Shall we leave it at that? Ed, whilst I see your name there, because I know you have Maisie, your lovely dog, as do many of you also have dogs. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. You can get a dog bandana branded with BigQuizNightIn. When I share the link tomorrow, you've got to check it out. It's adorable. I would lose my mind if you got one of those for Maisie. It's so funny. You have to have a look. Selena says 24 points. Whoops, only 16 for Liz. It's all right. It's just a bit of fun. Back in Black, I've got 30 points. 27 for Let's Get Quizzical. 20 for Jimbo Baggins. Nice team name. Can you have the answers for 12 and 13, June says. You lost connection. 12 was Dr. Drake Ramore in Days of Our Lives, and 13 was Matt Smith. 26 points for half a dozen, and you won a pizza as well. Not too bad, hey. Yeah, but Mel Gibson has been sacked from Chicken Run too, yeah. 24 for the Trampoliners. 21 for Chloe. 26 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. 25 for Doom Radleys. Kings and Queens got 21. Of course, got Disney, no problem, from Alex. Yes, well done. Maisie got 19 guesses right. Excellent. 21 for Team Bath. 15 for Cross Atlantic. 31 for Thunder Horse. 20 for On My Own. Real Friends have got 31. Lorna's got 22. Oxford and Phoenix Collective 26, if I added correctly. That's fine. Social Quiz Dancing 28 points. A whopping 7 from the Barking Dogs. Woof woof. Tracy's happy with 26. Going to be singing Dirty Dancing songs all night now. One of my favourite films. Yeah, I love it. The soundtrack's brilliant. I play quite often when I'm doing discos, which I don't know when I'll get to do those again. But I play quite often a Dirty Dancing hit mix, which is just, got a mix of all the best songs cut together brilliantly, and then ends on Time of Your Life. It's great. Goes down really well. Para Nurse, 18 points. My favourite bit is the snail rushing to class. Oh, yes. Yeah, I love that too. 22 for Rock Paper Quizzes. BigQuizNightIn condoms. Sarah, never say never. Honestly, there's a lot of things I could have activated on that site, but I've only chosen a select few for now. Honestly, if you've seen the stuff you could get, it's crazy. But no, I don't think so. The Quiz Vinci Code, 21 points. Well done, Sarah. Liz says me too. June's got 10 points. On My Own, 23. Poor to say. Oh, hang on. It's skipped up. 23 points. Poor to say at least. No, 23 is good for On My Own. That's fine. Let's hope it's not a quick quiz, Andy says. One member of Inquisitors must have been my round. Okay, yeah, so good scores there, guys. Very well done indeed. I'm now going to share to you, not that, I'm going to share the link once again to Secret Santa 365. They've been sorting out and helping people across the Oxfordshire area. 200, last time I checked, 200 local elderly residents with vital supplies through the pandemic. So it's really important we help them do that. They're also helping women escaping violent homes, for example, in the area. It's obviously an even worse thing due to a pandemic, getting out of homes, or getting away from an abusive relationship. So packs for women in refuge and any local families who need urgent support. So anything we can do to help them out is where this money should go towards, if you are able to donate. So yes, there you go. There's the link again to donate. Do it after the show if you want to. We don't want you to be taken away from the quiz. By all means, do it after the show or whenever you can afford to cover your fee for entering the quiz would be appreciated. And yeah, if those want to do a little bit extra, there's always Patreon to help me out, or buy me a virtual beer on buymeacoffee.com instead. All the links will be in the description if you want to do that. And yeah, as of tomorrow, you can do this. You can buy my merch from the store. That's a lot of fun. So much fun putting that together. Even if I don't sell anything, it was so much fun putting it together. But do look into getting the coasters though, because they're pretty cool, and you get to help the charity as well. So let me just switch over now to the potluck round. So for potluck, it's just general knowledge. Yeah, 15 questions, any subject goes, but we tend to stay away from previous subjects. So you won't get any TV and film in this one. But potluck is the next round. Maisie could rock a bandana. Yes, Ed, Maisie would look great with the bandana on Big Quiz Night In. Honestly, check it out tomorrow. From 11 o'clock, the link will be live. Yeah, and Dexter as well. I want to see if Simon will buy one for Dexter. All the pub quiz dogs would look great in the bandanas. They're fantastic. Right, so let's crack on. We'll do some more chat, I no doubt, through the next few questions. We always do. What is the score in the football, by the way? Not that I care too much, but what's the score if they're already playing? Let me know in the comments. So, question number 1 in our potluck round. Same rules apply, by the way. Same rules. We'll go through the answers at the end. Keep them all to yourselves until then. Question 1. Which celebrity author published his Bookie Wook? Which celebrity author published his Bookie Wook? That's question number 1 in potluck. Yeah, the way the shop works is it gives you a list of absolutely everything, every product they could offer that you could have a logo on, and then you turn on or off the ones you want. And so I saw the dog bandana and I thought of Maisie instantly, and I was like, I've just got to leave that on, even if it's just for you to look at. If you don't want to buy it, it's fine, but I've just got to leave it on for you, Ed. 0-0 in the football, is it? Okay. Thanks for the update. Question number 2. Denver, Chicago, and Des Moines are the most populated cities in which American states? Have I said that correctly? I'm going to put it in the comments for that third one. I think it's Des Moines. I'm sure I've heard that before like that. Denver, Chicago, and Des Moines are the most populated cities in which American states? Help me out here, Amy. No goals yet. Haven't heard any shouting or cheering from my dad, Lorna says. That's how I know. Yeah, fair play. It looks like you were right. By the way, for the next week, the store will have 15% off everything. Des Moines, I was right. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, 15% off everything in the store when it launches tomorrow. Well, today for Patreons, but for tomorrow till 7 days time. So yeah, for a whole week there'll be 15% off. So it's a great time if you want to get involved and do get some money to the charities as well, because it will still count. Then by all means do have a look at the store tomorrow and consider buying in the next week. Question number 3. What does the government abbreviation HMT mean to Rishi Sunak in particular? What does the government abbreviation HMT mean to Rishi Sunak in particular? You get 3 points for that, 1 point for each correct word. Where can Patreons access it? If you go into Patreon, in the app, I put a post up there, and there's a link in that post. This is why it's important to be on Patreon rather than register for it and then never log back into it, or have the app on your phone if you can. That's the best thing to do. It doesn't matter if top fan statuses are gone, they'll have gone for everybody, Anna. We discovered this when I first launched the page fully. It's been a page for years, but when I first launched BigQuizNightIn, Facebook take away top fan badges from everybody from time to time, and then they reallocate them based on your engagement over the last 2 weeks. But once you're in the top fan group for getting your badge for the first time, I'll never take you back out of the group. You're in for life once you've got your top fan badge once. So never fear, you will not be removed from the group. And in fact, nobody has got a top fan badge at the minute because they haven't reallocated them yet. So don't worry. Would the dog bandana fit a cat for Maisie's teammate Willow? I believe it would. Whether or not you want to risk putting it on a cat is down to you. I think it's ultimately just a bandana that's a bit smaller than a normal person's bandana, I think, from what it looks like. Best thing to do, if you really wanted to, is buy one for Maisie and then see how that turns out. And if it works and you can adjust it, then buy one for Willow. That'd be great. Jenny says, I'm still a top fan. Result. Yes, because Jenny's not a top fan yet. You're welcome. It's all a fix. If it was, I'd have given James and Jenny both a badge by now, and Roz would have got a top fan badge about 3 years ago. Believe me, if I could give them out, I would have done. All right, question 4. True or false for question 4? Sharks are the only fish that blink. True or false? Sharks are the only fish that blink. If you're new to this quiz, by the way, and you're wondering what all the fuss about with the top fan group is, in the top fan group, which is a separate private group from the main page that you're watching this video on, unless you're on YouTube, you get to know what every quiz night is going to contain, normally, when I remember to. You also get the little quiz I record every day, pretty much every day. So you get to listen to that if you don't want to be on Limor or on Twitter. And you also get invited to various different things. If I need help testing something out, something new for the quiz, I might invite you to a secret video there from time to time, and I might be needing to do that again very soon, by the way. So it's a good place to be, and you also just get the you get pizza post as well. You get a free pizza opportunity, as you saw earlier on. Gosh, you must have forgotten about Roz. No, I must never forget about Roz. No. All right, I'll do the next question and we'll chat some more. Right, question number 5 now. Is a Dutch Schapendoes a type of dog, a type of pig, or a type of cheese? Is a Dutch Schapendoes a type of dog, a type of pig, or a type of cheese? I know I'm pronouncing that correctly because I looked it up when I had this question. But there's how you spell it in the comments now. Schapendoes, Schapendoes. Is that a dog, a pig, or a cheese? And the 3 ways you can get into the top fan group. Get your top fan badge from Facebook, which is elusive, as some of you are now finding out. I also occasionally do a game called Play Your Cards Right. If you win that, look out for those on the main page. I might do one of them soon, actually, for July. If you win Play Your Cards Right, then you get in. No matter how many people win that game, you all get into the group, and you get a little quiz as well in return for that as well. And the 3rd way is to be a Patreon at any level. It starts at £2 a month to support me on Patreon. You get, no matter what your Facebook top fan badge status is, you can cheat and join Patreon instead, and then you get in as soon as the first payments gets taken out of your account. First of the Patreon payments come out first of every month, so it's nice and easy to remember. Question 6 is for 3 points. In which cities can you attend the real Oktoberfest, visit the mannequin pies? I should have looked that one up. And Michelangelo's David. Let me put them all in the comments for you again, because you know what I'm like with these things. There you go. In which cities could you attend the real Oktoberfest, Visit the Mannequin Peas. I don't want to say it with another S on the end. It sounds a bit rude. Peas, maybe. And see Michelangelo's David. So it's all in the comments there for you guys. 1 point for each. Just name the cities that you can attend those events or locations in. 1 point for each. Oh gosh, it's still so hot. I'm going to open that up a little bit more. Oh, that's better. Remind me to close the window when I'm finished, please, guys, because you know I'll forget. Oi, oi, Mike's here. Welcome, Chippy. How you doing, mate? Hope you are well. You missed all the fun announcements, mate. You know most of them anyway already. But what's that? But that's what he's doing, Chris. He is the pissing boy. Oh, yeah, okay. I just don't like having to say remotely rude words on this show. So thanks for confirming that. You know me, I don't always write the quizzes. I use ones written by the boss man that I work for. So yeah, that was one of those questions. Thank you, Lorna. Sound advice there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Your next question. Question number 7. Which beans are cooked to make Heinz baked beans? Which beans are cooked to make Heinz baked beans? They have a different name in the USA, so I will accept either. In case you hear the answer and wonder what on earth I'm on about, there are 2 different answers I will accept. Which beans are cooked to make Heinz baked beans? Question number 8 now. Question 8. What are the middle names of Donald J. Trump, Richard M. Nixon, and George W. Bush? What are the middle names of Donald J. Trump, Richard M. Nixon, and George W. Bush? 1 point for each. One point for each. It's a quiet one tonight, numbers wise. 65, 66 devices watching. That's, I mean, a lot of it's probably down to the heat. Imagine a lot of people are still out and about, enjoying their evening elsewhere maybe. But still, much appreciated that you're all here, guys. As always. Question number 9 now. Question number 9. Serenus Canaria is the real name of which Looney Tunes character? Serenus Canaria is the real name of which Looney Tunes character? Or Serenus Canaria. I think it's Serenus. I'll put it in the comments for you again. We're enjoying it here too. Well, they're not in the pub. No, June, they're not. Yeah. I'll be able to talk more about being back in the pub. Sunday's quiz. This coming Sunday, I'll be able to talk more about that. Pete, you might be right with that one. I probably shouldn't give you a point for it though. Yeah, I know. The King's Head and Bell, though, I can say the King's Head and Bell is opening on the 4th of July, along with pubs up and down the country as things stand. But boy, are they going to have, every pub, by the way, they are going to have so many changes to it. A lot of them have been talked about in the media recently, and it's quite a shock. I have no idea how the quiz is going to work. No idea. Half of yours are not opening June. Yeah, I know. There's some around here have said they're not opening on the 4th. They're going to wait, and I think that's the right decision. But do you know what? If I have to go back to the quiz soon after the 4th, then I'll go back. It's where it's from. I have to go back at some point. I want to go back, but I think this is too early. But yeah, there's lots of new changes they're going to have to adhere to. Yes, some of you are saying that J is standing for something else in Donald Trump's name. But I love Dan's comment there. It can't be that particular word because that's the symbol of the Democratic Party and he would have changed it. Be wise about it, Amy says, or else you'll be like Arizona and have to close things back down. Well, yeah, this is it, isn't it? There was a major incident declared on the south coast today because everybody was rushing to the beaches because it was sunny and we were apparently allowed to do that, which we weren't. There were thousands of people there and they declared a major incident across the county as a result of it. Next Thursday will maybe be last Thursday quiz I can do being a hairdresser and working late. We'll still do Sundays though. Lorna, that'd be nice. Good to get back to work in some respects, isn't it? But at the same time, yeah, you're going to miss this. But having said that, when I'm back at the pub full time, Thursdays and Sundays are when my nights will be at the pub. So the Big Quiz Night In will be on a different night of the week. So maybe you'll still be able to attend. Come drink in our back garden, Anna says. When we are over, no booze for June. Yeah, okay. Once you're over it, yeah. Right, your next question then. That's enough waffling on for now. Next question. Which days of the week were a hit UK single for The Cure, The Bangles and Bon Jovi? For 3 points. Which days of the week were a UK hit single for The Cure, The Bangles and for Bon Jovi? 1 point for each. I bet, Andy. Yeah, 700 odd parking tickets in Bournemouth today. Yeah, easily. Easily. I've been down there to Bournemouth quite a few times in my lifetime, and I tell you, parking is a nightmare at the best of times. So yeah, I bet the traffic wardens would have hit their target, shall we say? Most definitely, and some. So yeah, but one thing I read for pubs in general that are going to reopen on the 4th of June is that they'll have a 30 people maximum. 30 people max in a pub at any one time. I don't know. I have so many thoughts about this. Anything to boost the economy and get that kick-started again. Oh, Chelsea are 1-0 up. Hello, Jam. Thanks for letting me know. Interesting. All right, your next question. Question number 11. This is a familiar topic to those of you on the Patreon-only quiz night on Tuesday. Question 11. Behind the ostrich and the emu, which are the world's 3 heaviest flightless birds? We did a flightless birds question in our pointless round, didn't we? Behind the ostrich and the emu, which are the world's 3 heaviest flightless birds? 1 point for each. You do not have to put them in order. 1 point for each. People just need to understand there is still a chance you can catch the virus and it is still killing 100 people plus per day. People just need to use common sense and stay at home if they do not need to go anywhere. The economy needs people to get back to work, yeah. And unfortunately for the leisure industry, that means people need to go out to the pubs and to the hotels and stuff and spend money there for that part of the economy to start again. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's profit over people. That's what it is. But at the same time, nobody wants pubs to close down forever because of this. So, and the government aren't helping them enough. So, it's I don't know, horrible situation all around, isn't it? That's before we even get to the fact that yes, 100 plus people a day are dying. It's horrendous. Anyway, question number 12 for 3 more points. Put these fast food outlets into the correct order with the earliest opened in the UK first. McDonald's, KFC and Burger King. Put these fast food outlets into the correct order with the earliest opened in the UK first. McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. 1 point for each in the correct order. Yeah, what was the other rules I read today? So no more than 30 people, apparently no more than 30 people in a pub at the same time. No loud or live music, because that would encourage people to talk louder and therefore risk putting more potential virus into the air. Whereas if there's no music, you would speak at a quieter, more normal level, and then it's less likely to spread. So you're not allowed any loud music, which immediately makes me question how I'm going to do a music round in a pub quiz, because the music has to play for that, and it's normally reasonably loud. Background music. Can I play background music at a quiz night? I don't know. I mean, what kind of volume are we talking that's acceptable? Because normally I like to play good, reasonably loud volume background music so that people don't overhear each other's answers. But I guess if you've got a screen in between every table, you might not hear each other's answers very easily anyway. Right, question number 13, I'll move on. A statue of which slave trader was recently pushed into Bristol Harbour? Question 13, a statue of which slave trader was recently pushed into Bristol Harbour? Yeah, no kids' parties. Turn it up to 11, Jason says. Yeah, no football on the telly in pubs either. No, because that's going to encourage it again. Yeah, no kids' parties. But schools will apparently be allowed to, abolish their social distancing requirements. And kids will just be allowed to get as close as they can as normal. So that more kids can go back to school. So that more parents can go back to work. Yeah, redunculous. Question number 14 for 5 points. There's another big high scoring points round here. Question 14, what were the surnames of the 5 original Spice Girls? It says original. Only 5. What were the surnames of the 5 Spice Girls? 1 point for each, 5 points in total. If you've been keeping up with my quick quizzes, one of the quick quiz videos I did a couple of days ago was about the Spice Girls and their Christmas number ones. I've enjoyed doing that series. It's been quite fun. 1 question, 10 seconds to answer it, and then I tell you the answers at the end. So yeah, the last episode, the season finale, episode 10, will be posted tomorrow morning. That'll be a full set of 10 videos. Then I share them on Instagram as well. Keith says there were thousands of people who went to the beach today. There have been thousands of gatherings and protesting so the economy can get back to normal. Yeah, but at the same time, every time you gather to protest, unless you are all social distancing, then you are all risking the virus spreading even more. And then you are delaying how quickly things can get back to normal even more. So, yeah. Many different catch-22s, June, you're right. Yeah, but the thousands of people at the beach today did not need to be at the beach today. They absolutely did not. Protesting, yeah, I mean, everybody's got a right to do that. As long as they do it safely. There are many examples of it not being done safely. What are you going to do? Question 15, the final question, is one for all the old scientists that are watching, because I know how you love these questions, and it's another one with 2 potential answers, so see how well you do. The chemical symbols of which 5 or 6 elements spell the phrase, "that scandal," when placed next to each other? The chemical symbols of which 5 or 6 elements spell the phrase, "that scandal," when placed next to each other? 1 point for each. You can either do it with 5 different chemical symbols, or you can do it with 6. So there are 2 ways to do it. Depending on how well you know your chemical symbols will depend perhaps on which one you go for. This is something I did the last time I did a potluck round with 2 different ways of doing the same phrase. I'd be fascinated to know if anybody gets the 6-pointer version of this. The phrase is "that scandal." Spell it with chemical symbols, or rather spell it with the full names. Which chemical symbols is it? 5 points or 6 points, your choice. Have a go at that and let me know if you want any questions repeated. Dave says we're going to have a large second spike. Yeah, I know I'm not alone. I've been saying it for a long time now. We are definitely going to have a large second spike. I mean, I suppose the good thing is they said that the government wouldn't hesitate to lock things back down again if that seemed like it was happening. So I hope they're ready, because come July 4th, it's yeah, it'll be apparent, no doubt. Anna says, I would just love to get back to my real nurse job rather than redeployed, please. Yeah, agreed. You can now go on holiday to Spain, France, Greece and Italy, so we'll see what happens. Can we though? I heard they weren't going to let British tourists in. I know there was something about opening up air bridges or something to those countries, but I know Spain and Greece have said they weren't going to let us in because of how this has been handled over here. Maybe they've changed their mind since then, I don't know. 6 and 13, Lorna reckons 0 points. Numbers 2 and 3. All right, let's do 2, 3, 6 and 13 to begin with. Question 2. Denver, Chicago and Des Moines are the most populated cities in which American states? Question 3. And yeah, if you believe Boris. Yeah, absolutely, Dave. Yeah. I don't. On anything. Question 3. What does the government abbreviation HMT mean to Rishi Sunak? Question... Spain will be bankrupt if they don't let us in. Probably. Yeah. Right, sorry, 6 now. Question 6. In which cities can you attend the real Oktoberfest, visit the mannequin piss, and see Michelangelo's David? 1 point for each there. And question 13. A statue of which slave trader was recently pushed into Bristol Harbour? The only one is Portugal, where they have seen an increase in cases recently. Spain, okay, but there is some good news. 3 countries have said the virus is weakening. Yeah, some will, especially in those that lock down early enough. Question 5. Question 5, is a Dutch Schapendoes a type of dog, a type of pig, or a cheese? Alright, that's my first beer 52 beer drunk. I haven't got any more vouchers. I still haven't given more beer 52 vouchers, guys. I can give you 50% off if you'd like to join Beer 52 and get craft beers sent to you every month. Random mix, different theme every month, but I can't give you the free crate vouchers anymore because they're all gone and they're not giving me any more yet. So, but do let me know if you want 50% off a crate of beer. I'm just going to grab another one. Wasn't sure which one to go with, but I've gone with the Hop Stravaganza Hazy IPA. Oh, Anna, you want 4 repeated. That's fine. Okay, question number 4 was true or false. Sharks are the only fish that blink. Oh, that's lovely. That's very refreshing. Okay. Do we want any more repeats? No. Okay, I'm going to go through the answers then, I think, guys, for this one. Here we go with question number 1. Which celebrity author published his Bookie Wook? That was Russell Brand. Question 2. Denver, Chicago, and Des Moines are the most populated cities in which American states? That is Colorado, Illinois, and Iowa. So Denver, Colorado, Chicago, Illinois, and Des Moines, Iowa. Question 3. What does the government abbreviation HMT mean to Rishi Sunak, who, by the way, if you didn't realise, is the Chancellor of the Exchequer? It means Her Majesty's Treasury. So that's 3 points, 1 point for each correct word. Question 4. True or false? Sharks are the only fish that blink. It is true. Question 5. A Dutch Schapendoes is a dog. Dutch Schapendoes, it's a dog. Question 6. In which cities could you attend real Oktoberfest? Visit the Mannequin Piss and see Michelangelo's David. It is Munich, Brussels and Florence. Question 7. Which beans are cooked to make Heinz baked beans? It is haricot beans or navy beans. Question 8. What are the middle names of Donald J. Trump, Richard M. Nixon and George W. Bush? It is Donald John Trump, Richard Milhouse Nixon and George Walker Bush. Question 9. Serenus Canaria, or Canaria, is the real name of which Looney Tunes character? It is Tweety Pie. Question 10. Which days of the week were a UK hit single for The Cure, The Bangles and Bon Jovi? It is Friday, I'm in Love by The Cure, Manic Monday by The Bangles, and Someday I'll Be Saturday Night by Bon Jovi. So for the points, you just needed to say the days, okay? Friday, Monday, Saturday. Question 11. Behind the ostrich and emu, which are the world's 3 heaviest flightless birds? It is the cassowary, the rhea, and the emperor penguin. Question 12. Put these food outlets, the fast food outlets, into the correct order, with the earliest opened in the UK first. In 1968, KFC, then in 1974, McDonald's, 1976, Burger King. What's your favourite of the 3? I'm a Burger King guy myself. Much prefer them. Can you get the answer to 2 again? Yes, that was just put in the comments there. Thank you for that. Oh, Charlotte, you haven't started this month's yet for beer 52. Yeah, this one. Make sure you put the IPAs in the fridge. I don't know if you do that already, but definitely put all the IPAs in the fridge. That is so refreshing, and I was worried it would be too hoppy when it's called Hopstravaganza, but it's really not. KFC, Sarah and Diva say, yeah, I don't mind it. McDonald's is my least favourite. I used to work there when I was like 17, and it was horrendous. I never went back really after that. Yeah, Ed says Burger King over McDonald's, easily. The XL Bacon Double Cheeseburger from Burger King. That's a proper fast food burger. Love it. Right, so with that said, question 13. The statue that was pushed into Bristol Harbour was Edward Colston. For question 14, the original Spice Girls, their surnames were Adams, Brown, Bunton, Chisholm and Halliwell. Question 15 then. The chemical symbols of which 5 or 6 elements spell the phrase, that scandal, when placed next to each other? So for 5 points, it is thorium, astatine, sulfur, calcium, neodymium, and aluminium. For the 6-pointer, it's the same first 4, and then you've got nitrogen and deuterium, and then it's aluminium at the end as well. Now deuterium isn't, it's called a stable isotope of hydrogen, and it's not on the periodic table, but it does have the chemical symbol of D. So there you go. Let me know if you need me to say that again. Confirming 8 and 11. Yeah, I'm sure we can do that. Was just about to comment the XL Bacon Double Cheeseburger. Simple and great. Perfect hangover cure. Agreed. Do you know what I do? It's really bad. I open it up, put some fries on top, bit of a sachet of mayo as well, close it back down again. Because Burger King's fries is the best as well. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I will do, that's fine. Somebody may put it in the comments anyway, but I'll say 8 and 11 again for you. Question 8, the middle names were Donald John Trump, Richard Milhouse Nixon, and George Walker Bush. And then 11 was Cassowary, Rhea, and Emperor Penguin. Tally up your scores. I can repeat any if you need me to again. Let's see how well you did in that round, guys. For potluck. And I'm going to turn on my speaker because you know what we're going to do next. It's going to be our Family Fortunes, our Survey Says round. So we're going to need to get the old sound effects ready. In fact, I may as well not have done that then because I was not going to need it till the end, but we'll see. Oh, and I'm going to need to turn that off as well. Right, here's the team scores then coming in. Looks good. 27 for trampoliners. Beer 52, Keith says. Tea party cream ale with green tea, not good. Yeah, the real ales, the porters, the stouts that they send, my wife drinks, and then I soon find out whether it's a good one or not. 23 for half a dozen. Back in Black, 36 out of 38. 24 for Tracy. By the way, Beer 52, you can opt to have only light ales or only dark ales rather than a mixture if you wanted to. Back in Black, 36. Tracy says 24. 23 for Blackpool Bar Stewards. 23 for Team Bath. 20 for Lorna. 34 for Cell Marketeers. 16 for Kevin. Let me know in the comments, did you get the 6-pointer for the science question at the end there? Or did you go for the 5-pointer? Kevin says 16. 29 points for Quizdle Tips. Quiz me if you can. 24 points. Good team name. 32 points for Let's Get Quizzical. 16 for Cross Atlantic. Chloe says 20 points. Ashley says, oh dear, not my round. 11. Need my other Inquisitor family. Oh, bless. 17 for Selena. 27 for Diva. Good effort, Diva. Oh, I was intrigued to try this. Oh, yes. 27 out of 38 for Oxford Phoenix Collective. 26 for Doom Radley's. Ed says, turns out Maisie knows more about TV and movies. 16 points. Oh, okay. Liz says 23. Rubbish. That's all right. That's really not bad. Kings and Queens achieved a royal 27. Thunder Horse got 29. 16 points for June. Spice Girls and Science Ones let me down. 26 for Rock Paper Quizzers. Social Quiz Dancing, 26 points. 17 for Jimbo Baggins this round. Only 16 for Paranurse. On my own, 31 points. Much improved. Well done. Charlotte says I opt for the light only. Yeah, I would too if it was just me drinking them. Agreed. Can't beat a nice cold beer. Barking Dogs, an acceptable 19. Well done, Bill and Tony and Marbella. You have indeed scored an acceptable 19 points. Keith says, I paused the subscription for next month as I'm not enjoying them that much. They need to do craft lagers. Yeah, if you get enough points, you can spend the points and unlock the shop where you can choose which beers you want instead. But you need enough points for the membership. But yeah, do try, I don't know, it depends what kind of beer drinker you are. The light beers I've never really been let down by. But we do have the occasional wrong one when it comes to the dark ales. But, you know, that's what you get with craft beer. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. But yeah, they should do more craft lagers. That's been my feedback to them as well. Although I'm sure beer purists would scoff at the idea. 20, missed HMT. Not that it made a huge difference. James, you got 20 points. That's okay. Sarah said you went for the 5 and got 5. Well done. You went for the 5 and the 6. Put thallium instead of thorium, sadly. Oh, okay. Unlucky, George. Okay. So good scores there all round, guys. Very well done indeed. You all did all right in that one. Some of you did very well, of course. We always get a good mix here. By the way, we've got a few teams here that have become regular over the last few weeks where I haven't mentioned the fact that if you want to put together your own pub quiz team logo, you could put them together and send them to me via a private message to BigQuizNightIn or to me personally if you wanted to. And then I will post it onto the main page, main Facebook page, and add it to the photo album with all of the quiz team logos that have been submitted. As of tomorrow, when the store is open, if you really wanted to, and you put together a really good logo, and you really put some effort into it, or even if you just wanted me to anyway, and it wasn't a great logo, I can add it to my store as an option for you to have it on whatever you want. T-shirts, hoodies, same as this. You can have your own coasters if you wanted to, whatever. Obviously, if you choose to do that and you want to buy them, you can help yourself. But the only way you're going to get money to the charity is if you buy Big Quiz Night in coasters. You can't buy anything else for that. That's only for that deal there. But you will still, in theory, if you did that within the next couple of days and I added it to the store, you'd get 15% off. So I can add your design if you want me to, and you can have your design for a team logo on everything that you can for the Big Quiz Night In logo, and you can order that if you want, and anybody can then go and buy it too if they wanted to. So let me know if you want to do that, and we'll talk about it over private message one day. But that is an option. If you want your quiz team name on something instead, you can. A couple of extra comments just come in. Aaron says, love the Burger King chips, much better than Mackie D's. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Liz says, wow, Anna, thought I was rubbish. There's no need for that. Come on. Oh dear. Okay, your next round then is Family Fortunes, our survey says. So I'm going to read out questions out of Family Fortunes with the genuine top 5 answers from each survey. All right? You only need to work out what you think the top answer is. You only need to work out what you think the top answer was from the survey. Have a guess at that. And then if your answer scores, if it is part of, sorry, let me just get this ready. If your answer is in the top 5, you'll get the points equaling the position it is in the table. So if it was the least popular answer in our top 5, you get 1 point. Then 4th place, you get 2 points, 4 points, and then the top answer will get you 5 points. And you hear that as well. If you pick an answer and it's not one of the top 5, you get nothing for that question. Okay? We will go through 10 questions, then we'll go through the answers. Here we go with question number 1. Only guess the top answer. Don't put it in the comments, remember. Name something you could add onto your house. Name something you could add onto your house. That is question number 1. Yeah, this is going to get a really high score on Beer 52. If you rate your beers, then you get more loyalty points, which you can then spend in store. This is going to get a very high score. Just what I needed. If your new survey says makes sense, I promise. You promise what? What's that, Amy? Oh, if your new survey says makes sense, I promise. Okay, sorry, I misread your perfect grammar there. Yeah, it does make sense. Totally. Just guess what you think the top answer is from a survey. 100 people were surveyed. You need to work out what you think what most people said. So question number 2, name a method for kids to get to school. Name a method for kids to get to school. Assuming there's no COVID-19. Name a method for kids to get to school. This is just like Family Feud for the Americans out there. It's the same show. We've got it over here. We just called it Family Fortunes. Chris, do you use Untapped? No. What's Untapped? I don't know. Oh, re-points. Yes, okay. For Amy's comment. Blimey, it's hot today. Anyone checked in on Prince Andrew? God sake. Question. I'm going to move on. Question number 3. Name a bad driving habit that some motorists display. Name a bad driving habit that some motorists display. Of course, nobody watching this would ever do any of these things, right? I think I'm going to need to look up what Untapped is, aren't I? Untapped app. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, so your next question, question number 4. Name an occupation that would wear a wig. Name an occupation where you would wear a wig. By the way, sometimes I ask these questions and you might immediately think of a funny answer, which you don't think is a top 5, but you want to share it because it's funny. Just be careful about doing that, because sometimes it really is one of the top 5 answers. Sometimes when it was in the pub, someone would shout out a funny answer and I'd be like, yeah, that's hilarious, but it is actually one of the top 5 as well. So yeah. Okay, Charlie says it's a check-in app for beers. You get lots of beer vouchers too, which is handy. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Might give that a try as well then. Yeah, I've just loaded up the website, so I'll check it later. Thank you. Pro tip. Adam says love Untapped as well. Yeah, see. Mike says POTUS for wig. Yeah, here we go. All right, question number 5 now. Name something you could buy in a Golf Pros shop. Name something you could buy in a Golf Pros shop. Again, work out what you think the most popular answer was from our survey. I say our survey, it's taken from Family Fortunes. I didn't literally stand outside a supermarket surveying people, I'm afraid. But they are official questions nonetheless. Excuse me. Question number 6 now. Name something that blows out hot air. Name something that blows out hot air. That one you probably could put a funny answer in the comments if you wanted to. Let's just refrain from being a bit rude, because you know we don't like that on this show. Family friendly, even though it does go on late. Question number 7 now. Question 7. Name an animal you could find in a pub's name. Name an animal you could find in a pub's name. Yeah, missed opportunity to catch COVID. Surveying people, absolutely, yeah. Won't be doing that in a hurry. Yeah, Ed says Donald Trump for blowing out hot air, of course. If I had to come up with a list of top 5 answers for that question, of joke answers that I thought someone would say in the comments, that would have been the top answer. Doesn't stop it from being funny. Okay, question number 8 now. Question 8. Name a Summer Olympic sport where 2 people compete as a team. Name a Summer Olympic sport where 2 people compete as a team. Just in case the background noise has been a bit much this evening, my daughter, who you saw earlier on, and my wife have been playing Minecraft together throughout the entire quiz. So apologies for that, but they're having fun. Okay, your penultimate question, question number 9. Name something you can find in Sherlock Holmes's dressing room. Name something you could find in Sherlock Holmes's dressing room. We are, of course, talking about the traditional Sherlock Holmes, so forget about those remakes that you may have seen. The classic traditional Sherlock Holmes. What would you find in his dressing room? What do you think the top answer was to that question? Okay, your next question and the final question in the R survey says round. Name a current model in the Skoda car range that is available in the UK. I'm sure many of them are available elsewhere as well. But name a current model in the Skoda car range that's available in the UK. That's the last question, so let me know if you want any repeated from this round, and then we'll go through the answers. Remember, there are 5 possible answers for each question, and they each score points ranging from 5 to 1 for the least popular answer. Can you repeat number 8, please? We didn't know it was 2 people with each other or against each other. Name a Summer Olympic sport where 2 people compete as a team. So yes, 2 people as a team competing. Any more repeats, let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Then we'll go through the answers. 5. Kev's asked for 5. Okay. Name something you could buy in a Golf Pros shop. And question 10 for Jade is, name a current model in the Skoda car range available in the UK. A Skoda. That was the last question again. That was question 10. Last chance for any more repeats, and then I'll go through the answers and we'll see how well you did. Just while I see if there's any more coming in, if you thought all the announcements I've made tonight weren't enough, there is still more coming. I'll give you a little tease because I know a lot of you will drop off soon when we go through the answers. There's one more in the pipeline, and then we'll all have lots of news to talk about when it comes to the pub returning, or the quiz returning to the pub as well. But there's one more announcement for the page at least that'll be coming very soon too. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like the competition post for all this stuff. You can donate it to whoever you want. Delivery's free to anywhere mainland UK. 3 different prizes. The big prize is the box here, the magic set here, with a Magic Peter magic book as well. Second prize is here. That's all of Magic Peter's tricks that he shares with the kids normally. Well, I say not all of his tricks, but all the tricks he wants to share. Otherwise, the Magic Circle would really hate him. And this, your own balloon modelling kit. That's the 3rd place prize. That lot's worth 15 quid on its own, that lot, and ranging down. So it's well worth getting involved. Tag whoever you want in there as well. Let's share it far and wide. Get loads of people involved because, you know, anybody who has kids in their lives would, I'm sure, love to have that. So let's share that. Right, let's go through the answers then. So I'll read the question, and then I'll do the answers from the least popular answer scoring you 1 point up to the top answer scoring you 5 points, okay? So, with that said, question 1. Name something you could add onto your house. 1 point for a patio or decking. 2 points for solar panels. 3 points for a garage. 4 points for a conservatory. And the top answer for 5 points, our survey said, house extension. Question 2. Name a method of kids getting to school. We have taxi for 1 point, a car for 2, bus for 3, cycling for 4, and the top answer, our survey said, walking. Question 3. Just reading Amy's comment, I'll come back to that. Question 3. Name a bad driving habit that some motorists display. 1 point for queue jumping, 2 points for tailgating, 3 points for undertaking or overtaking on the inside, 4 points for not indicating. Top answer, our survey said, using phones whilst driving. Question 4. Name an occupation that would wear a wig. We have pop singers for 1 point, models for 2, actors for 3, a barrister for 4, and the top answer, our survey said, judges. Question 5. Name something you could buy in a Golf Pro shop. We have golf tees, golf clothing for 2 points, golf clubs for 3, golf balls for 4. The top answer is a round of golf. A lot of Golf Pro stores would be at a golf course, right? So you buy a round of golf there as well. Question 6. Name something that blows out hot air. We have a pressure cooker, a paint stripper for 2 points, hand dryer for 3 points, a fan heater for 4, and the top answer, our survey said, hairdryer. Of course it is. Number 7. Name an animal that you could find in a pub's name. We have bull for 1 point, hart for 2, swan for 3, horse for 4 points, and the top answer, our survey said, lion. Top answer was lion. Question 8. Name a summer Olympic sport. Name a summer Olympic sport where 2 people compete as a team. We have sailing for 1 point, rowing for 2 points, beach volleyball for 3, badminton for 4, and the top answer for 5 points, tennis. Obviously tennis doubles as well there. So question 9. Name something you could find in Sherlock Holmes' dressing room. We have opium for 1 point, magnifying glass for 2, violin for 3, deerstalker hat for 4, and the top answer was pipe. And question Selena, your partner said you for blowing out hot air. That's outrageous. Tegan's having trouble with the Wi-Fi tonight. Okay, I'll go back over them in a moment once I've gone through the last one here. So question 10. Name a current model in the Skoda car range available in the UK. For 1 point, Kodiaq. 2 points, Superb. 3 points, a Rapid. 4 points for Octavia. And the top answer, our survey said, Fabia. Scodophobia, top answer. So to repeat some of those answers, let me know if you need any repeated as well, but I'll go through 6, 7 and 8. No, sorry, 3 to 6. 3 was 1 point for queue jumping, then tailgating, overtaking on the inside for 3 points, or undertaking. 4 points for not indicating. Top answer was using phones. For question 4, occupation that would wear a wig, pop singers, models, actors, barrister. Top answer, judges. Question 5, name something you could buy in a Golf Pro shop. We have golf tees, golf clothing, golf clubs, golf balls, and the top answer was a round of golf. Keep the scores coming in, guys, while I finish this off. Question 6 was pressure cooker, paint stripper, hand dryer, fan heater, and then hair dryer was the top answer there. 35 points for Kevin, 36 for Selena. 7, oh, by the way, 7 was bull, hart, swan, horse, then lion was the top answer. Chloe, 48 points. James on my own, 48 points. Back in Black, 46. 46 for the trampoliners. Tracy's got 40. Half a dozen have got 48. 44 for Let's Get Quizzical. And don't forget to close the window. Martin, you're a legend. Thank you. 42, put speeding for driving. Oh, yeah, that is a bad habit, but it's not there, I'm afraid. Doom Radley's 47. June says 37. 43 for Cross Atlantic. The Quizless in Seattle team, good name Sarah again, 39 points. 27 for Diva. Well done to Chloe, Kevin says. 36 for Jimbo Baggins. 41 for the Blackpool Bar Stewards. 45 for Maisie, soon to be sporting a BigQuizNightIn bandana. Maybe Willow too as well. 42 for Not Bad This Time. Anna says, I love these rounds. Can I just say, I have seen so many people on their phones driving recently. Just don't. Power Nurse, 49 out of 50. Well said. Well said. Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Don't do it. 23 points for Thunder Horse. A naughty 40 for Kings and Queens. 38 for Quiztal Tips. 23 for Thunder Horse. We laughed too much at the questions. Gave us a lot of fun answers. Oh, I bet. And if we were in the pub, I bet I'd be laughing along with you because I'd heard you shouting them out. 38 for Cell Marketeers, 38 for Social Quiznancing, 42 for Barking Dogs, 39 for Team Bath. Well done, Jenny, there, of Team Bath, 39 points. Great scores all around, guys. Let me know if there's any more. Are you doing face masks in your merch? Jason, I am doing face masks in my merch. That's so funny. You should say that. I forgot. You can get a BigQuizNightIn face mask. Now, obviously, they're not going to be medical grade, but for going down the shops, the kind of ones you would make at home to at least stop you breathing more virus out into the air if you've got it, and germs in general, it'll do. You know, for that, it'll do. I'm not gonna put my life on it, but if you want a general face mask that everybody seems to be selling these days, you absolutely could get a BigQuizNightIn face mask. Yes. Look out for the link, and if you're a Patreon, find it on patreon.com/BigQuizNightIn or through the app. But you can, for everybody else, from tomorrow at 11 o'clock, there will be a post shared on the main page. So give the page a follow, please, for that and more. Don't forget to like about this as well. There is a post on my page as well, which is a competition post. Tag whoever you want, but in order to enter the competition, you need to be following my page. There is a difference between liking and following. And you also need to like the post itself. That's all you need to do. Tag who else you think might be interested in that one as well, though, guys. Sarah says, thanks as always, Chris. I'm off to check out that store. Do it, Sarah. Have a look. It's been a lot of fun putting that together. A lot of fun. I really hope you guys appreciate it, and I can't wait to get back to the pub and maybe see some of you wearing that stuff. If you do buy anything, do share it on social media, because I'm going to give you a little quiz in return. If you buy something from the store, when you get it, take a picture of yourself with it or wearing it, whatever you buy, and then I'll give you in return for sharing it and tagging me in it, of course, a little quiz of your own for whenever soon after I can fit it in for you. All right, per item I will do that. And remember, if you buy the beer mats, you'll be donating straight to either of our charities as well. Don't forget to donate. Here we go with the link one more time before you all go, and I'll share a picture quiz as well soon as well. The picture quiz will be shared as a post separately to this video. Martin says another great quiz, thank you. Keep your comments coming in, guys. The video will be posted here permanently too, and I will be in the comments after the video is posted, liking and thanking you for all that good stuff too. When I do post the picture quiz, the answers will be in the comments of the picture quiz later on this evening again. And I think we're coming to the end of that. Thank you for supporting my daughter for her little guest appearances where she does those draws. She does love doing that. And don't forget to submit your logos to me. You can have a logo on a t-shirt if you wanted now too. Get your quiz team logos to me if you haven't done so already, and let me know if you want yours on a t-shirt or anything like that in the store soon. Okay, with that said, exciting times ahead. Do not miss Sunday's show. There'll be lots more to talk about. Big announcement again coming up about the future of the quiz will be on Sunday. I will see you next time. Oh, 20 quid says you leave the window open. No, I'm going to close it now. There you go. It's closed now. 20 quid, please. I'll tell you what, you can just buy something from the store instead, or join Patreon. Don't worry. Whoever said that is gone now. I just saw it. Cheers, Chris. Says Ed. Take care. And Maisie's looking forward to seeing you in the King's Head and Bell. I can't wait to see you guys too one day soon. All right. So with that said, I'll see you same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.